Hey pilots and co-pilots, Brian here from McCarran International KLAS in Vegas. As you can see from the video of me flying down the strip there. We're doing an evening flight, stroke nighttime flight. I do love nighttime flying in X-Plane 11. We're going to go to LA, KLAX. We're going to program up and get on the air. This is the latest beta release from the Ultimate 737-900 team who are doing the freeware for X-Plane 11. It's awesome. If I can figure out how to share the latest Discord link for their beta test group, I will, so that you can get hold of it. Or if I can find a download, I will add that to the video notes below, but I've been having a bit of trouble figuring out how to do that, but I will try and share it all. So we've got a Southwest livery going on here as well, and they've done various updates and so on for the plane, so we're going to jump in and have a look. Oh, and you can just see Vegas downtown in the distance there. How cool is that, hey? Maybe a bit of cloud this evening, but I think it's going to be a nice flight, but we'll check. We're cold and dark right now. The sun's just going down. Get ourselves some light. Ground power on. I'll put my dome light on now so I can see in here. Okay, and I get the yoke out of the way. Y on my keyboard. Oops. Some lighting ready. We'll of course adjust it down as it gets darker because it'll be too bright. That will do, I think, for now for me. What does it look like in the cabin with evening time? We'll look through here, shall we? I just love the detailing on here. We've got some moody lighting there and coloured. Each of the emergency strips, you know, for the details is actually lit all the way down the plane. That's very cool. Go back in. Right, first thing to do, get our irises aligning. This is the usual. I'll try and zoom through this. Let's actually do our dual test. Is it going to do it? Not today. Usually they do. Maybe I've missed some steps before you're supposed to do that. Okay. On. Standby power. Emergency lights out. Oh. This is a lot more grayed out. If you look bottom left where the access to the tablet is. It's a lot more grayed out right now. Which is good. I don't know what I need. Let's open all our doors. I'm gonna get our baggage carts up. Catering truck. Just have a look at that while we're loading. Not sure why that's got me zoomed out. Okay, here we are. They don't seem to be doing a lot, but anyway, so we probably need to close that door, but oh well. We'll trust. Oh, there's my dog barking in the back. Silly dog. Right, let's have a look here. Get some noises on, shall we? I'm going to start. There we go, we can now hear them loading the cargo. Nice. One thing I want to check is other config. Config. No, not that page. Hardware maybe. Just check this. Just check. Okay. The reason why is I tried filming this yesterday, but my nose wheel wasn't steering, so I had to change that. Oh yeah. do save. There we go, config saved. Right, let's go get this aircraft ready. Nav data out of date. Yes, well, I've got some issues with that all right now, so because I've got still what the standard for X-Plane 11 is, but of course I use SimBrief to generate my flight plans, but they've updated their default air to newer than X-Plane 11 provides, so I guess at some stage I'm going to have to pay for Navigraph to get myself updated a bit, because nothing's ever going to work. Let's do this properly. KLAS. Put that in there. Can't remember my gate, so it's not really important. Shall we have a look at our flight plan quickly? I'm just going to put that in there, and I can put KLAX in there. Let's have a quick look at the flight plan. So looking at the SimBrief output, our cost index is 7. Average winds from 123, 8 knots. That's no wind at all. We are going to fly at 26,000 feet, not very high. We have 15,000 pounds of fuel, and our plane is for total weight is 162. I've actually programmed some of that in so we don't have to worry about that. Just setting the default weights and settings for the plane. Other information, the routing as well, I'm going to have trouble with. Like I said, my AirAct is not as up to date as what SimBrief use these days. So I might pause for that while I'm busy putting together a route that might work. And other things over here, vertical profile, double climb, something going to be about like -20C. We need that information as well. So I just pasted the route details into SkyVector, and that is showing me some weather information. Look at this. Convective. Okay, that's going to be fun. Developing area. Severe thunderstorms. Ups to 43,000 feet. Well, we're not going to fly over that. Wind gusts 50 knots. Hail to 1 inch. Flippin' heck. Okay, we're going to have to be very careful. Hopefully the weather radar works. I'm not sure it does at the moment, but we'll soon find out. Let's just have a check on the weather radars and see what's going on. I got my weather charts here, and I can see, yeah, like you can see a sort of a pattern. There's the eye, and it's sort of cycling around this way, and it's building. So in the next little while, this could be a bit of a problem on the flight, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm back here again, so let's have a quick look. So we're flying Southwest Airlines, and we're flying 3752. 3752. Runway, I think, is 19 left. We should, we'll program that in, but I should probably listen to ATIS to confirm it matches what SimBrief thinks. Our departure. 06. Do we have a transition? It just says Ricky, it doesn't say, so I don't know. Let's try that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is go to the menu and turn that annoying cargo loading noise, because I think I've had enough of that. Right, nitref, MC, route. Next page we're doing book to heck. Then I'm going to try RIKII, I think it was. No, not in database. RIKII. Then direct to Shatner and Angel 1, which I don't think is in mine. So, okay, I'm going to pause the video here and magically I'll have a route in there that might work. Okay. Okay, I have done this flight very, very few times, it turns out, in this direction. So we're just going to have a mooch around and see what we can find. That looks good. I remember that. Let's think we're doing 25 left. Right. Have a look. Activate it. But then let's go to legs and see. Right, we'll just first of all pick out any things I definitely have to remove. Well, any discontinuities we have to deal with. And also any vectors, because I don't have ATC to help me out here today. Okay, that's looking good. So we'll come up here. We'll go to plan. And I move down and I can see my plan. I can do steps. Heading down. Poach. Heck. Dipso. Ram. Rust. River. We're coming in. No, this is looking good. Altitude's down to 1900. Straight into runway 25 left. Sweet. Exactly what we want. So I'm going to go back to here. 0 fuel weight, reserves 3, cost index 7. Our flight altitude today is only going to be 260. Yes, there's going to be a few altitude constraints. Clear. Not just the one. Our cruise and wind was really. That's 1, 2, 3 at 8. Our top recliner air temperature we saw was about -20 C. N1 limit. What's our outside air temperature? Because we're cold, no. It's 37 degrees. What in there? Okay. 37. I know that's the air temperature around the turbine, but well, we're stationary, the engine's not running, so I'm going to take that as my outside air temperature. 37. I'm not -37. Ludicrous. 37 C. Try and do a derated takeoff. Takeoff, our flaps will be 5. Center of gravity is 8. And our V1, V2. Wow, that's pretty fast, but about 152. And I'm going to program that in. Right, so let's put that on here. I like doing night flights in X-Plane. They do look good. Right, we're going to do 10,000 feet is our initial thing. What's our course going to be? It would be something like 190. I'll find that out exactly in a minute, but let's just put this in here. And then we'll tune to ATIS and listen to the weather, shall we? I'm not going to worry about them for a minute. And that. Okay. What's our ATIS going to be? Bring up the map. I haven't got my charts with me right at this second. ATIS is 132.4. Okay. Oh look, where I must have been earlier.
MC Karen INTL Information Foxtrot. 200 Zulu weather. Wind 180 at 10, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 9,900 scattered,
Okay.
16,000 broken,
Okay.
26,000 scattered,
There's
temperature 36,
it is hot.
2.17. Altimeter 2988. Arriving runways 19 left, 19 right, departing runways 19 left, 19 right. Advise on initial contact, you have Foxtrot.
We have Foxtrot. We're not going to be talking to any ATC, but that's nice anyway. Okay. I have a route programmed in. Let's get this plane alive and ready to go, shall we? Get my APU started. I'll turn my anti-collision light on. They should be shutting up. Plane ready to fly. Let's go down here, menu. There we are, I can hear my people on board now.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Okay, they're getting ready to go. Good. My yaw damp on, my fuel pumps on.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Okay, the APU's coming on. I'll put on dual bleed right now. Quickly put in 26,000 into here. They've just shut the cabin door for me. Now let's just have a quick check from outside. For those of you who watched my previous flight, now that we took off with everything still attached. Just quite a feat in itself, but let's just ground handling. Let's get get rid of everything and the catering trucks as well. The doors are closed, I think. And they're busy telling everybody what they can and can't do, and it's getting dark pretty damn quick. Oh my goodness. I was hoping for an evening takeoff here, and it's going to be night time. Robes on. Trim air on. I do not think we need to worry about engine anti-icing right now. And the pack's off for a minute. Okay, I'll put the APU on. We're now on. We're taking off ground power. We're now on our own. I'll turn my logo on. So we'll turn the wing lights on in a minute. So, next thing to do is integration with better pushback if you have that installed. So, better pushback. Pull that up. I've done a video in the past about better pushback. It's great. A great add-on. Yep, that's going to do.
Alright, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Thanks. Control Shift M. We are here. Oh my goodness, right. I'm going to navigate my way up to there. Gonna be fun, right? Right, let's call for pushback, shall we? We can even do manage doors from in there. I should have done that. Request pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Why, thank you. He's very perky tonight, isn't he? Everything's looking good on there. We'll worry about our landing altitude later. Gonna run that guy over. Move, move, move. Okay, thank you. Oops. Oh. Oh, he survived it anyway. Right, we'll put that back. Right, that. Have a look from outside, shall we?
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Park brakes on, so... Lifting this up, you can see it moving.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Okay, we are ready. I
Here
guess we should probably put that
Light 'em
back
up.
first. Light him up. He's bit. What's with this guy? This is a cowboy, does he? Okay, we'll put our probe on steady. No, I don't want to set my wipers, I want to start the engine, so... Tanks are off. Brake pumps on. And back we go. Okay, that looks pretty cool. We're doing left engine first today. Oops, throw the fuel in. Not the other one. Just see. I love the lighting, so well done. Keep going. Starting to spin up. Okay, that is a seriously cool shot. Oh my. I like that. $25 and fuel in. We'll switch those to cunt. That one in a second when it comes on. Okay. Switch to... Nope, still not. Engine not up and running. Getting there. Okay, now it's getting... Nope. There we go. Now it's on. Let's turn my APU off, turn my APU bleed off. My pack's back on now. My passenger's happy.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Okay. Parking brake is set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Let's swing around the front and watch from outside. It's just lowering us down. Blows me away just how close the airport is to the Strip. Not that I've ever been there, unfortunately. I've never been to Vegas. Gambling's not my thing. Big shows aren't my thing, so... And I don't know. It just seems a bit fake to me, but kind of awesome at the same time, so... Interesting place, I guess. What I know about Vegas, you can say comes from The Godfather, CSI, so it's all very real, obviously, my views of what the place is. 1001 TV shows.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Thank you. We won't turn our taxi lights on yet, don't want to blind the guy. There he goes. Okay, it's flipping dark now. Okay, I've got to come around there. I should probably have turned the other way. I've got to go around there, along here, up here, up there. Oh my goodness. It's going to be really dark once I'm done that. I might do one of my, and here's one I prepared earlier, and you'll jump ahead. So I'm going to my taxi lights on now. Do my runway turn off light so I can really see where I'm going. He's not quite parked up yet. I'm not sure why at this stage. Okay, so LNAV's good, VNAV's not. Okay, I'm actually gonna have a look at this before we go anywhere. Well, that all looks good. Maybe there was some setting that I'd missed there. Let's have a look at that. Everything's good there. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah. Okay, there was something going on there, and in fact he's driven off now. Okay, it took so long. Brakes off. Get that set ready. So apparently I've got to do a right hand turn, which is going to be that one there. Brakes definitely off. Check I've got the ability to control my landing wheel, my front wheel. Okay. Although I'd taken my park brake off, my park brake was still on. It appears it's like a double switch there. Yeah, that's good to know. Where are we going here? That seems very tight. Just using the map to try and help guide me to where I've got to go. Oh, it's a bit shorter. That's good. Look at that. Oh, so cool. Now, my map back up. Sorry, I need some help here. I don't want that. Taking me around to the right here. Let's slow down a bit. Let's rip the gear off. Round we come. Grip ahead. And so far, it seems pretty good. I'm just going to keep going along here. Oops. Probably if I steered in the correct direction. The modelling on the plane still looks amazing. Paint job's not too bad either. The one thing I will say is kind of, I guess, becomes more challenging as they wire more and more stuff together. It becomes more of a study level, and you actually have to remember to do all the different bits or it doesn't work. It's not as easy just to jump in and have some fun. I wonder how noisy it is for people in the hotels there. For any of you that have stayed there, let me know, because I just wonder with the airport being that close, it's got to have some impact. What's our speed here? Oh, we are fairly roaring along right now. Okay, we should have a road. We should need to follow this curve around here. Go to the right now. There's a bit of cloud up there. No sign of these storms that they're talking about right now. That is a little worrying, I will say. We seem to be accelerating a bit now. Let's cut the throttle. And oh, we're almost halfway along. It didn't take me as long as I expected that, actually. As usual, the scenery I have is freeware. On the left here, I got from explain.org. KLES, I got from explain.org. I don't think that's a Mr. X one, but either way, they're both freeware. Plane is, of course, freeware. The Ortho is freeware. The only thing I've ever paid for is the SkyMax for the weather, which is good. Not amazing, it's good. And if anybody's ever interested, my PC is a 3-year-old i5, Intel i5, 4690K. It's overclocked at about 4.2 gigahertz. The motherboard did that automatically, and I do have water cooling on there. It was on super budget price when I built the machine, so for an extra 60 bucks I threw it in. Now we're on special at the time. And we come. Are we going to get our notification what runway we're near? No, we're not. Anyway, this is 19 left. This is us. For some reason my RAS,
approaching 19 left.
I thought she wasn't going to tell me. Okay. My flaps down. 5 degrees. 1, 2.
On
5.
runway
Okay.
19 left.
Let's put my landing lights on. Those off. Don't want to blind everybody, but we need to see where we're going. Okay. Put my... It's quite shuddery, this, I will say. When we're getting almost to the stop. Okay. Got strobe and steady. I would turn my transponder. But I'm not worrying about any of that today. That just looks so beautiful. Have a look from outside. Let's bring the engines up slightly. Flight directors are on, just checking. Engines are balanced. Rolling slightly, but that's okay. And now Boga. Nose slightly forward to keep us firmly planted on the runway, so my nose will take control of the steering until we've got enough speed that the rudder will have the right effect.
80 knots.
80 knots. A little crosswind there, not too bad. Wow. Hope we don't run out of runway. I'm a bit... Yep, we're almost there. Okay. You can see V1 just ahead. Whew.
V1
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
.400.
Okay, our speed. Not really stabilized too much yet. We're... Oh, ease the nose down a little bit there. Okay, we're starting to pick up now. By Vegas. Like it's going to be nice. Just love that lighting.
1,000.
Okay, 1,000. Start slowly bringing in my flaps. I should reduce the drag and help us climb. Okay, and lock the gear off. And projected takeoff. Auto braking. We're heavy. I'm not picking up speed. Let's drop the nose slightly now. Okay, bring the flap in. Okay, we're now bringing it all the way in. Busy down the roads there. And the last of the sun is just lighting up the mountains out there. Yeah, our speed's picking up. We're swinging around, I'm just following my flight director. So with that, I'm happy. I'm going to activate my autopilot. There we go, and there's the trim wheel. We will leave our landing lights on for now until 10,000 feet. Oh. Oops. Nope, wrong switch. Better. ATC have just cleared this up. All the way up. 26,000, sorry. We'll get there very quickly, I'd imagine. So we're continuing our steady climb. See if the weather radar works. Click the weather radar and it makes clouds appear. I'm pretty sure that's not what happened, but that's freaky. And my landing lights off. We're just passing 10,000. 18, of course, I'll switch to standard the altimeter. Everything's pretty good. We're now at a steady 250. Oh, we've hit 10,000. They're going to tell everybody they can walk around the cabin now. And we've got a bit of cloud now, so maybe we are going to hit some weather on the way. I won't keep you waiting though. I will say that unless... well, nobody wants to sit and watch that whole flight, so I'm going to do like a montage or maybe even just jump you straight to the top of descent. But let's just have a final check around, shall we, before I let you go. So right now, all our pumps are on. Our altitude is 26. We're going to... on. Are our packs on? Yes, they are. Leads are on. APU is off. Power is good. I'm liking the look of everything. Both our engines are switched to cont. Lights are on. Although we can turn our wheel well off, we don't need that. And leave my logo on just because it looks cool when I do an outside shot. Yes, that's all good. Let's have a quick look across here. We've got our next turn coming up. Let's see how far are we out from top of climb. Not far. 30 kilometers away. Okay. Altitude set for 26,000. Autopilot's on. Flaps are in. Gear is up and locked. And that's set to off now. And I'm making my flight. So thank you very much for joining me for this bit. And for me, it's going to be an hour. And for you, 30 seconds. Just have a check from outside here. We've got a bit of cloud going around. And we're pretty much following the highway, I guess. But I see you at top of descent. So the weather's been pretty good on our flight. You joined me pretty much at top of descent before we head down into LA. We're above a layer of cloud here and we're at 26,000 feet. And I'm just adjusting my altitude down so that the FMC can automatically start our descent in a minute. Let's have a little look outside, shall we? Everything's still looking good. I'm just going to bring up my map again. I'll bring up my charts in a minute, but I'm just using the quick way to tune in for ATIS. ATIS is 135.65 here. There we go. Engine's throttling back as we started, isn't? So 1. It's a bit dark down here. Let's see if I can... We're pretty too far out right now, but we'll leave that tuned in so I can hear what runways are in operation. Right now we're planning to be set for 25 left. Yep, runway 25 left. We're busy working our way down right now. 21,000 feet is our next stop. It won't take us long. We're only at 26,000 feet, so we're practically halfway through our descent anyway. Notice there's a bug in this repaint, that one of the bits of paintwork is actually see-through, so the full wing isn't, the full winglet thing isn't actually drawing properly. I don't think that's a plane issue, I think it's a repaint issue. Just in case you noticed that on other bits of my video today. Okay, we're just coming up to 22,000 feet. Actually, what I'll do is we shall have a quick look at the approach chart for 25 left. I'll just come in here, I'll just bring that up. We can see our approach. We need 109.9 for our nav, 1 and 2. And we're going to be on approach course is 251. What else do we need? Airport. Altitude, we'll set that to 100. Yeah, let's just keep bringing this down here. What did I say? 100. So we'll set a landing. We'll set it to 100. Near enough. We are continuing our descent. We don't have very far to go, actually. 10, 20, so if we got to 40 here, so 10, 20, 30, 40. That's 60 kilometers all in, maybe 70. In fact, I'm going to put some drag out there to help us slow down a bit. pretty dark in here. We're going through some cloud right now. Mist, not really too much cloud. Okay, yeah, we really could do with hearing what our, you know what? How do we get around that? We don't have ATIS locally, but I know a way. Use the ACARS function. ATIS requested ALAX. We're going to do a send in the VHF. ATIS. Okay, 280, 10 knots, 10 statute miles, fuselage 10,000, 15. Scattered at 20,000, it's 29 degrees there, 2987. Okay, that was easy enough. So I'll just uncheck those. And we just got to come around slightly. 2987, 2987. We're beginning our turn for our run straight across LA and straight into 25 left. This is exciting. Of course, unfortunately, the old lighting not turned on, and X-Plane 11, well, one of those things we just have to live with. Right, looks like we've got a pretty fast approach. We've got 148 at 155 with a 30. We're going to do a 30-degree flaps landing of 155 knots. I'll have to make sure I set that and indicate the airspeed settings later. We need 251 there, 251 there, and I am going to set this as 251 as well.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. Wow, we are streaming down. We've got some lights anyway. I was hoping there'd be more lights. As we descend, there'll probably be more visible. But the older X-Plane, it saves processing power if there's less lights on. Maybe it's in my settings. There's some more lights turning on. Right, let's put some drag out. Again, bring the speed down.
Los Angeles INTL
Here we go.
information Foxtrot. 300 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 10,000 scattered, temperature 30, dew point 6. Altimeter 2984.
Oh, okay.
Arriving runways 07 left, 06 right, 07 right, 06 left. Departing runways 07 left, 06 right, 07 right, 06 left. Advise on initial contact. You have Foxtrot.
Okay. That's not what I was expecting at all.
Los Angeles INTL information Foxtrot. 300 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 10,000 scattered, temperature 31, dew point 6. Altimeter 2984. Arriving runways 07 left, 06 right, 07 right, 06 left. Departing runways 07 left, 06 right, 07 right, 06 left. Advise on initial contact. You have Foxtrot.
Yeah, I've got to work out what's going on now.
Los Angeles INTL information Foxtrot. 300 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 10,000 scattered, 14,000 scattered, temperature 32, dew point 7. Altimeter 2986. Arriving runways 07 left, 06 right, 07 right, 06 left, departing runways 07 left, 06 right, 07 right, 06 left. Advise on initial contact you have Foxtrot.
So I've done for 7 left.
Los Angeles INTL information Foxtrot. 300 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 10,000 scattered, 14,000 scattered, temperature 32, dew point 7. Altimeter 2986. Arriving runways 07 left, 06 right, 07 right, 06 left.
Let's just see how we do. I've been quiet for a minute while I try and figure out what's going on. $130. Oh dear. Don't want that. Okay, so we really want to be at 12,000. Is it going to put us back up to 12,000? Well, I'm going to be flying on this path for some time by the look of it. Let's try and work out where we are. Not quite sure what I'm doing. Okay, so we've just been doing a little bit of adjusting the last minute to take account of our runway change here. A lot of lights on down there now. We're pretty much at 10,000, so I can turn my landing lights on. Of course, it's going to light up some of the cloud right now. We're going to fly in parallel to the airport, and then we're going to swing around up here, head back in. That's not particularly realistic, but it'll do. Busy city. Start getting set up for some of this stuff. I'll drop recording now, and you'll join me again when I'm near the other end of this leg. So with my particularly shortened approach here, where I was messing around, I'm basically going to be doing a hard turn there, like a handbrake turn basically, and then coming back in. I've set my navs to 111.1, and I think my courses need to be at 71 for the runway we're coming on 7 left. I'm going to get them set. We'll see how we do. Bit concerned, but get that ready for our heading. I've taken just 1 degree of flap to drop our speed down, so we're not screaming in right now. I don't want us to turn too soon, because this is all at 1800 feet. We should be descending those soon. There we go. Good. Finally, I've got to drag out. Oh, it looks like VNav was messing up here, so I'm going to watch this. We don't rip our flaps off. Drag required. We've already got drag. We'll be lucky if we can scrub off enough altitude to get down. We'll be out over the water in a minute. Speed's coming up there. And we do it. We're in the red. Okay, I'm just taking my flaps back in right now. We're over 250, so we're going to get in trouble for this. It is dark out there once you get over the water. Hey, we're coming down. The nose will come up and we'll start scrubbing our speed. We should start turning any second, I would have thought. I'm going to start putting the flaps out again as well. Keep our speed dropping. I've actually increased our turn angle as well, so the passengers are going to feel it, but it will get us around a lot quicker. Here we go. We are turning. And bringing out the second rear flap. Okay, I'll just drop the speed brake in. I'm actually gonna switch these over. Going up to 5 degrees of flat. Certainly got us coming in low and very low for the approach here. Get prepared for a landing. Yeah, speed's fairly stable now. When I get to the end of this leg, I will be ready to bring the landing gear down. I think we'll keep going without it for now. We'll be straight. We'll be adjusting in a second to get back onto the flight path. It's dark. It's very dark, everyone. But there we are, over there. We'll be turning and just, there we are, we just started our turn right now. And we come.
2,500.
Thank you. Increase my flap now.
To go.
We're at 10. I'm going to bring it up to 15 now. Once we get there, gears coming down. That should increase the drag sufficiently. I won't need my speed brakes anymore. And actually arm them ready for landing. Our speed's now bang on. Gear is down. We're at flaps 15. We'll take that up to 30 in just a second or two. Once we pass whatever this is, Bekil, and Turka is our next one. We have 11 miles. We're geared down. We're at 15 degrees of flat. Speed brakes are armed. We're picking up the ILS, but we're below that right now, so we'll just wait for this diamond to drop down more into range and I'll activate my approach. The engines are throttling up to take account of the drag from the gear being down. We're on our way to Turka. Right now, I am now going to increase my flap. We're now at 25. We're now at full flaps. The throttle should come up quite a bit. That's a lot of drag we've got now. If I come outside, can't really see, but you can just see. So we're in landing configuration. We are slightly left of center for the ILS alignment on the runway. That will all come together in a minute. It's pretty good. And there's all of LA lit up before us. Fuel situation. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna switch to my wing tanks now. You're steady at 18. Okay. Our ILS is alive there for our vertical diamond here, and it's slowly creeping down, so we're getting onto the glide slope. Auto throttle's doing its job. That water's black. Disappears, doesn't it? Here we go, we're coming up. We're under the glide slope at the moment. We're just trying to fly into the glide slope. Going to bring us across now. Can see my pappies look cracked ahead, so the glide slope looks good. Down we come. 1200 feet. About 1160 if we take into account the radar to the ground. You ready to turn the auto throttle off?
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
I'm not actually sure that is the correct missed approach altitude, but we won't miss the approach, will we? So we won't need it. Down we come. It looks like I'm having some lag problems today.
Approaching 07 left.
I get this around this time of year. It gets hot. My PC cannot handle it. So I think we're landing at about 0.8 speed, maybe even 0.7. So it's kind of cheating. I'm getting to do a low speed landing. I think the autopilot should disengage because I haven't got both enabled. We're not doing an...
500.
When does it disengage? 400?
400. 300.
Terrain. Pull up.
200.
Okay. We're on the money.
100.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
50. 40.
Oops, I pulled up my nose a little bit too much then.
30.
I'm drifting down the runway. It's going to tell me I'm going to have a long landing in a minute.
20. 10.
And we're down. I don't have my reverse thrusters set up at the moment as a button. So horror of horrors, I'm using my brakes.
knots.
Okay, we're gonna survive. Sweet. I think I forgot to turn my passenger round of applause button on, which is my favourite. Oh, we are down and we are alive. Doesn't get any better than that.
5,000 feet remaining.
Oh, I think we'll be fine. Brush the last speed off. And a bit faster for this turn than I should. Oh, my frame rate's gone. Yeah. 30-degree outside temperature and my poor machine. Yeah, it's not liking that. Okay, we can turn that off. Start cleaning up the aircraft. Bring all the flaps in. Because the number of times I've got to the gate, powered everything down, and then I look outside and see all the flaps hanging down. Like a right idiot. Go around this way. Big turning circle, unfortunately, there. And here we are. Welcome to LA. Local time is, I don't know, 9 o'clock. Thank you for flying with me. Well, I think the verdict on this is it's a great plane. Lots of fun. And even like me, when you're bumbling around and you don't quite do everything and you don't quite do everything in the right order, it's still a great, great plane to fly. It can be as serious as you want it to be. Looks great. Does seem to need a few more system resources than it used to, and that's fine too. Well, there looks like some spots for planes. Should we go in one of those? Actually, we should probably go up here. We're not that big a plane. That's all the heavy iron there, isn't it? International type stuff. So we've really scrubbed our speed off now. Let's just put a bit of throttle in that. So let's have a quick, just gonna flick. Get the APU running. Alright, can anybody see a parking space? There's one just there. Oops. It doesn't help if I turn the fuel pumps off by mistake. I'm trying to turn them on. Turn the landing lights off. Let's just turn them off. We don't need to blind the guy. Let's try it and get this on center, shall we? The throttle's now down. Okay, go this way. I guess this was for the big eye, and this is for an 380, but oh, and we're almost there, and we're parked. Awesome. Brake on. Check, is my brake on? Okay, my brakes are on. Switch to APU power. And kill my throttles. There we go. And the gate's pulling up. Nice. Good job, everyone. We're down. Put the APU bleed on, turn those off. Yep. And I'll do my cleanup in a minute. Thank you ever so much for watching today. Oh, that's not me. There I am. Thank you ever so much for flying with me today. Leave comments in the video. Subscribe to the channel, all that usual stuff if you really like what I do. And look forward to my next video. Getting back into... Oh dear. I think they've really damaged the plane a bit there. But fair play, I am off the center line. So, thanks for watching, and I shall see you again soon.